and publishing process. So even though it's a writer's retreat, it's based around how to write and publish your own books and essentially keep all of the profits. So later on this morning, I'm going to put up a slide which will show you some publishing companies and how well they used to do and how much they've changed over the last few years, because their profits have gone down considerably. Why do you think that has happened? I'm talking about big publishing companies who were turning over millions and millions of pounds. Why do you think they've struggled over the last few years? Self-publishing. Self-publishing, absolutely. So there's been a number of well-documented battles over the last few years, especially with Amazon and some of the larger publishing companies. So I think like the bigger traditional publishing companies have had it good for a long time. And then Amazon has come along and they've totally turned everything upside down. Now, for people like you and I, is that good or bad? It's good, isn't it? Because we've got the tools and resources to be able to do it ourselves, and we don't need to go out and get a book publishing deal. Yeah, of course you could do. You could still go out there and get a publishing deal, and there are some minor advantages to that, but it's a little bit hit and miss. Whereas if you're doing it yourself, as you'll see as we go through today particularly, that the right thing to do is to self-publish a book. So a couple of preliminaries. Course duration, we'll finish around about 5 o'clock today, same tomorrow. I'm going to leave some time for questions tomorrow afternoon, but if you do have questions, please ask them as we progress through the course. Obviously for the people watching on the DVD, I'll repeat the questions so that they understand what it is. We'll take regular breaks, but obviously I can talk quite a bit, so if you do want a bit of a leg stretch, then stick your hands up and we'll go and have one. Tea and coffee is at the back, and we'll be stopping for lunch at some point. We'll know when the right time is, around about 12:30. And is everybody comfortable? You can all see the screen okay? Superb. Now, a gentleman asked me earlier on, why do I keep writing and publishing books? Why don't I just stop? You know, I've done well, I've made my financial return. Why don't I just stop? And I think it's very similar to Simon. You know, I know him quite well, and he doesn't stop. He's always doing things. Yeah, he could stop and retire, but I actually really enjoy it. That's the main purpose. So even though I'm never going to write and publish a book if I'm not making any money, but I actually enjoy the process of getting published. That's because I'm a certain type of person. You could say I'm an entrepreneur, a certain type of entrepreneur. What do you think that is? A creative